Welcome in, everybody. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick synopsis of what's going on in this morning session. First, we've got XRP right at about 43 cents. We pushed up to that 435 level like we talked about yesterday. Currently, we first got rejected, but we'll see what happens. If we can hold 43 cents and push up further, and ultimately get over that 44 cent level and try to make a push back up. Or is that 435 rejection exactly what we're looking for this morning, and we're going to continue down? We've got XRP that made its, Bitcoin that made its way over 28,000, but is currently right at about 28,000. It was up to about 28,300 overnight. So we'll see if that can continue. And then we'll also look at the DXY because we need to see if it's continuing its rally towards the 102 level or if it's reversing back down to the 101.16. The CPI print came out this morning, so I'll let you know what those numbers are. And then the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P are all up this morning. We'll wait for it to come around here before I end this. So make sure that motherfucking like button, as it really does help push me through the analytics. It's the only way I can get new people into here. And if you're considering hitting that subscribe button, we're very close to 16,300 subscribers thanks to the 60 plus people that have subscribed in the last day and a half. So I really appreciate that. Dow futures is up 166, S&P's up 31, NASDAQ's up 114. Russell 2000's up 2580. Hit that motherfucking like button. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 9:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So real quick, let's start with the DXY at 101.405. We dropped down after the, assumingly what happened with the CPI print.
All eyes will be focused on the April CPI report set to be released tomorrow morning. Yahoo Finance senior reporter.
Now it is time for that CPI number. Rick Santelli has it. Rick?
Yes, our April read on the Consumer Price Index, headline number expected to be up 0.4, is up 0.4. High watermark there was up 1.2. That was back in June of 22. If we look at ex-food and energy, or core, it is also expected to be up 0.4, and it is up 0.4. High watermark there, well, that was up 0.8 in April of 21. And if we look at the year-over-year numbers, 4.9 on year-over-year headline. It has gone down every month since 9.1 extreme in June of 22, which was the extreme since 1981. And if we look at core year-over-year, 5.5 exactly as expected. And the high water mark there, 6.6. That was in September of last year, the high of 1982, to go back that far. And that is where the stickiness is. There isn't sticky in year-over-year headline. The stickiness is in the core. If you just look at the last 3 or 4 months, we have 5.5 this month, 5.6 last month, 5.5 before that, 5.6 in Jan, 5.7 in D's. Then in November, you're at 6%. That's where the drop-off started. So there's the congestion. But the markets are weighing in very quickly.
So as you can see, the year-over-year, it was up 0.4. So it still was a 0.4% rise, 4.6% roughly for the CPI. So it's going down, but it's still year-over-year, it's up 0.4%. X, food and energy, which means they take food and energy out of the equation. But all of us, as we know, need food and energy for basic living. So that was the CPI. 101.16 is where it looked like it was trending down towards for the US dollar currency index. So pay very close to this. If we lose 101.162, we're going down to 100.34, zero question. If we can hold this, we can still return back up. We have to see if this is more of a fake out for the downside for the DXY and risk assets are pushing up. Kind of like on a premeditated push up with what happened with the CPI, or if something bigger is happening, because right now Gold is flat. Silver up about 0.5%. Total crypto market cap at 1.126. Making a return rally, but we've got to break 1.139 or this is just a rejection point. So just pay very close attention to that. This is the rejection we need to break to 1.094 if we get rejected. Otherwise, if we push up, let's pay attention to these charts. We could come up to that 1.188, and that would be a little bit of a return rally for crypto. Bitcoin, 28,136. This is going to define a lot of stuff here. We didn't break down. We came below the channel, wrote it, and now we use it as a support and bounced up. Now we have to get back above 28,880 in order to get back to the bullish side. Even though it's not bullish, it would just be short-term attempt to be bullish because we'd be back on the top side of the channel. But right now we are firmly back within this channel, so pay very close attention because this is going to be a very volatile day, especially with the CPI print. So we don't know if this is a big fake out happening after the print because right now everything's still, numbers-wise, looking pretty bearish, but, you know, with market manipulation, with the manipulators, you never know exactly what's going to happen. XRP's at 0.4308, up 0.21% on the day. We tried to push this 432 and initially got rejected on these two candles, but that's just the initial push up. If we get over this, then we push to 44 cents. You'd have to break 44 cents to really start pushing back on this drop point at 457, 456, which is a major support resistance area. We'll just put this back up here. And then the 475, you really need to get back on top of to start pushing that 494 if you want to try to continue railing in this pattern. But right now, first things first, we would have to break back over this 432 and hold, and then ultimately push the 44 cents. You want to break the 432 and hold before losing the 42 cent, because if you lose the 42 cent, you are firmly back within that descending triangle breakout point. And if that happens, that's where a lot of the catastrophes can happen in XRP. So be very careful this trading morning. I've got to go to my son's physical therapy and stuff, so I'm going to be a little busy this morning. But I wanted to do this update so everybody could see. So the bottom line here with XRP is we're right over the 43 cent mark. The first thing we would have to do to start putting in a little bit of a, positive outlook on this for today's trading, get over 432 and ultimately break the 4404 and hold that, because then you have a little push up to the 456 level. So that's probably best case scenario, unless we can get some spikes of volume. We're not seeing a lot of volume. We got one little candle there in the 30 minutes, so we'll see if that can continue on. And my biggest concern here is the daily time frame still. In XRP, the daily time frame, you can see we've had that bearish cross, and now it's not uncommon for us to come back up here and retest that cross point, but right now it looks very, very scary, looks very, very bearish out there. And you never want to see a bearish cross in the daily time frame, because that means the short-term momentum is now pushing into a little longer time frame. It's not just between the 1 minute to the 5 to the 30 to the hour to the 4 hourly. Now we're through a 24 hourly. And this is the daily time frame, and this is showing the momentum is changing here in the markets. So pay attention to the bearish cross. That's the 20 crossing the 50, the exponential moving average, the red line crossing the orange line. And we've talked about this on Friday before this ever even was crossing, but it looked like it was something that was trending imminently. So this could be the first signal here now. Now that we've had a confirmed bearish cross, this could be a signal for a much, much further drop down. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything on this update, make sure you hit that like button, as I do come here every single day. I started in late March of 2021. Haven't missed a single day. If you want to trade XRP or your favorite crypto in the USA or abroad, I've got two great options. There's no spot fees on the buy and sell, and you can futures trade up to 250x. That's MEXC and or BITGET, and that's in the pinned comments and or video description below. And then if you want to send XRP, if you want to join Tom's Army, which entitles you to the exclusive Telegram, which you can only get if you support me by joining Tom's Army. You can't pay for it. It's something I created for each and every one of you for showing that support. And then if you want to send XRP or donate through Cash App or send a super chat, that's in the video description below and or pinned comments. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD Assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point on this journey to 2025? There's a lot of uncertain waters, and there's a lot of schlubs and a lot of YouTube fudsters that are going to make it very, very difficult to navigate this this field. But this journey together we can do it. I promise. I guarantee it. As long as we pay attention, we have each other's backs, and we watch it for each other, because there's so much out there that the more eyes I have, the more eyes you have. It only helps guarantee what we're trying to set forward for 2025.